the next lesson from Magadha to Taneshwar. Okay. Maurya dynasty founded by Chandragupta Maurya has an important place in the history of India. The Mauryan Empire was the first systematic empire. Ashoka is regarded as one of the most popular rulers of ancient India. After the decline of Maurya dynasty, so many dynasties came into power. The rise of Gupta dynasty is regarded as an important event in Indian history. India made such a progress in almost every field that it is regarded as the golden age. So Gupta dynasty is known as the golden age of Indian history. From this chapter, we can study about the Maurya Gupta empires developed in Magadha as their centers. So, as an introduction for this lesson, here we have a description by Megasthenes, who came from Greece, in his book Indica. Okay, listen. The king appears before his people along with a colorful procession. He is carried in a golden palanquin. His bodyguards are sitting on an elephant having an ornamental covering for the forehead. Some people are carrying branches of trees on which trained parrots are seated. There are armed women as bodyguards around the king. The king fears that somebody may jeopardize him at any time. The king used to take his food only after the security tasted it. He does not sleep in a place for 2 nights consecutively. Okay, so this is the description by Megasthenes, and it is about the sites in the palace of Chandragupta Maurya, who came into power at Magadha in 321 BCE. From this description, we can understand about the Maurya reign. The king received tough security. The king fears the enemies, and also in the palace there were a vast arrangements for security. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya defeated the last king Nanda king and laid foundation for the Maurya empire. Okay, listen. Here you have another expert from Kautilya's Arthashastra. Listen for that. If a king acts against science or is not able to defeat his own senses, he gets ruined easily even though he rules the whole world. Hence, he should motivate his people to perform their duties through executing his deeds. One should attain humility from learning. Attain the love of the people by gaining wealth. Indolence, telling lies, luxurious dressing, deals arising from ego and misconduct, etc. should be avoided. So, this is an expert from Kautilya's Arthashastra, and we got information about the responsibilities of the king from this description. Okay, how the king was. The king should inspire his people to perform their duties. And also the king should be the role model for the people. The king should be able to defeat his own senses. He should motivate his people to perform their duties. He should attain humility from learning. He should attain the love of the people by gaining wealth, etc. So we got many information from this expert. So the concept of state. Kautilya in his Arthashastra mentioned about the 7 elements essential for a state. So Kautilya was also known as Chanakya, who gave the first concept explanation for the concept of this state through his book Arthashastra. So it narrates about the political theories, formation of government, ruling strategies, relation between state and state society, etc. Okay. So the Kautilya says about the 7 factors necessary for the state, and they were known as the Saptangas, 7 Saptangas. Okay. Arthashastra gives a detailed description on this statecraft. Listen. The Saptangas were Swami, Amatya, Kosha, Danda, Durga, Mitra and Janapada. So these are the 7 limbs of the states. These are the very important elements needed for a states. Okay. Swami means definitely the king. Amatya, the minister or official. Kosha, the treasury or tax. Danda means the judiciary. Durga, the fort or army. Mitra, the ally. And Janapada, the territory. Okay. So these 7 elements are very essential for a state. These 7 elements would be considered as a state. Okay. Chandragupta Maurya established a rule based on the Saptanga concept. Padaliputra was the capital of the Maurya dynasty. He formed a strong army and expanded his kingdom by conquering neighboring states. He collected various taxes for meeting the administrative expenses. He made alliance with many foreign countries. The most important among them was his alliance with the Greek military officer Seleucus Nicator, who arrived in India after Alexander. Megasthenes was the ambassador of Seleucus Nicator to the court of Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya was the head of the administration and judiciary. There were ministers and number of officials who helped him in this administration. So that's all for today. Thank you, dears.